Welcome back users. In today's video we are going to check out the Fly desktop of Astra Linux general purpose OS. So let us start. This is the login screen or the greeter screen of Astra Linux. You got the username and password in the center. You got the pre-configured user that was configured during the installation here. You can change between the users. You can choose between the session type. So you got desktop, failsafe, mobile and tablet session. So this one operating system can scale different devices. So right from the desktop to mobile and tablet, the single OS can scale all these devices. So it is a multi-purpose OS. So in other Linux distros, you have got a mobile edition different than the desktop and laptop edition. But here one edition is doing the work. It can work on desktop, it can work on mobile, tablet, and there is also a failsafe mode. In the menu, you can switch between the users. You can restart the X server. You can launch the virtual keyboard. You can do a console login and you can shut down the system. Below, this is the virtual keyboard. So now we will do the login. And at top there is welcome to Astra and the clock is there with the Moscow as a local time setting. We are now logged into the Fly desktop. Fly desktop is nothing but it is a customization of the KDE desktop. So first thing we will do is we will change the display resolution. Yes, here it is. Now it has opened up. So I will now do the settings. $1300. Yes, it is there. That's it. So let's now start with the actual review. So this is the heavily modded KDE desktop. You have got the KDE panel at the bottom. This is the application menu. This is the minimize maximize desktop. This is the Dolphin file manager. You can see here. So Fly file manager. So they have modded the Dolphin file manager also. And there are certain plugins available to extend the functionality like actions, archiver, checksum, script, DAC props, desktop, entry props, general props, KDE actions, metadata, previewer. And it has been yes, so there are copyrights which lie with the Russsian Tech Astra LLC. Okay, so it is a Dolphin file manager only, but it is heavily modded and some certain functionalities have been added. So I will close this. On the right you have got this USB manager, that is disk and devices manager. Then you have got the screen orientation. So you can directly change the screen orientation. Right now it is in landscape, but you can go in portrait, inverted landscape, inverted portrait, settings. You can auto start, calibrate the display, and you can toggle the greeter display. So you can change the orientation of greeter display also. Right now it is landscape. You can change in any of these four. I will cancel this. What is this? Okay, so this is the network manager and also VPN manager. This is the volume control. So there is built-in audio analog stereo, built-in audio analog stereo. There are two channels I think, and the event sounds are there. So I will reduce the event sound volume. This is the language selector. You can go toggle between Russian and English because there are two languages have been installed by default. And this is the calendar. So this calendar is a KDE calendar, date and time function along with the calendar is there. Okay, now on the desktop you have got the Firefox web browser, help, my computer and trash is there. Now let us check out the application menu. In Office you have got the database development, that is the LibreOffice base, drawing program that is called LibreOffice Draw, formula editor that is LibreOffice Math, Golden dictionary is there, Kate that is the text editor, you got LibreOffice Suite, presentation software called LibreOffice Impress, spreadsheet software called LibreOffice Calculator, and word processor software called LibreOffice Writer. So it is a complete LibreOffice suite that has been installed. In network section, you have got the Chromium web browser, Firefox web browser, firewall configuration. What is this PSI plus? Let us first check out the firewall configuration. It is a graphical universal firewall, so it is very simple and it is enabled by default because Astra Linux is a security oriented Linux distribution. So the firewall has been enabled out of the box. You can see the status is on, incoming connections are denied, outgoing connections, all of them are allowed. Now we will go again back in the network section. Let us open this PSI plus. What is that? What it is exactly, we don't know. Okay, yeah, it is a chat messenger, so you can chit chat with your friends, colleagues using this. So I will not going to go ahead. You can see it is a chat messenger only. These are the icons for the messenger. So it is a chat messenger. I will close this down. The name of the messenger here, it is PSI. Then qBittorrent is a BitTorrent downloader. You got Thunderbird email. So let us check out the Thunderbird email. Meanwhile, while it is opening, let us go ahead and check the multimedia section. So in multimedia section, you got Audacity, camera is there, Clementine player is there, GUVC view is there, K3B is there, that is a DVD burner. K-Mix is there, it is a sound mixer. Pulse audio volume control is also there. QMMP is there. Video camera is there, and the VLC media player is there. And this is the Mozilla Firefox that has started in the background. So the version is quite latest, 102.0.1. So that's nice addition from the developers of Astra Linux. I will close this. We all know how to work the Mozilla Firefox, Thunderbird and Mozilla Firefox. So I'm not going to go in detail. In Firefox also, let us only check the version. Rest of the things are not needed to be told to you. Yes. Now let us check out. Okay, so this has opened up. So here the version is 101 and for the Thunderbird email client it was 102. So this is one version behind. It has got version 101. So it is quite latest, not bad. So you are getting current software, we can say, with Astra Linux. Now let us check out what is this QMMP. Okay, so it is a player. Yes. Okay, so QMMP is a Qt based multimedia player. So I think both audio and video can be played on this. I have not used, but maybe we will give it a try once. Then there is video camera, VLC player is there. Let us check out the VLC player. So version is 3.0.16. Then in the graphics section, you have got the Blender GIMP is there. That is a image manipulation program. G1 View is there, Inkscape is there, color paint is there, Ocular is there, scan dialog is there. It is, I think, a scanner, simple scanner for your document scanning needs. Spectacle is there. Okay. Now in education, you got Speed Crunch and VX Maxima. Let us check out what is VX Maxima. Okay, I think it is a scientific calculator. You can see you can do calculus, algebra, you can solve equations, you can do other mathematical functions here. You can evaluate cells. So if you have got some mathematical formula in cells, then you can evaluate all those using this cell function. You can simplify any expression, simplify radicals, factor, complex, expand expression, expand algorithms, contract algorithms, factorials and gamma, trigonometric simplification, complex simplifications. So a lot of mathematical capability is provided in this VX Maxima calculator. Modulus computation, add algebraic equality, numeric processing, plotting, 2D, 3D plot format, and you also got a good help is available. So online help is there. You can check it out how to get the best out of this application. So I'm now going to close this. So very wonderful applications have been put together in this Linux distro called Astra Linux. It is a Russian Linux distro based on Debian. So you get the stability of Debian and the security of the Astra Linux security that is developed by Astra Linux development team. Yes, so Blender is done, graphics is also done, multimedia is done. Let us go over. Yes, we are in the education. Now let us check out the speed crunch. What is speed crunch? We'll go over to the user manual. So speed crunch is a high precision scientific desktop calculator. So okay, this is also a calculator. It features a syntax highlighted scrollable display and is designed to be fully used via keyboard. Some distinctive features are auto completion of functions and variables, a formula book, quick insertion of constants from various fields of knowledge. It is available for Windows, OS X, Linux in a number of languages. We hope you will have fun with speed crunch. So there are reference documents, user guides and advanced topics available in the manual. So you can check it out. And also you can go over to their website to check out more documentation. I will close this. So we have completed Office, network, graphics, multimedia, education. Now in the game section, which we had selected and installed separately. So during the installation, it asks for the different software groups to be installed. So we had selected the games. So in games, you have got the GAG, K-Mines, K Color Lines, K Patience, Super Tux 2 and the Warzone 2100. So these are the games that have been installed. When we selected the different groups of applications to be installed, we have selected games group. So games group comes with this 6 default applications. Now let us go over to the mobile section. So you have got the calculator, clock, contacts, dialer, gallery, GPS, GLONASS, music, notes, PDF viewer, SMS, sound recorder and weather. Now you will ask why this mobile section. So as you know, during the login I have shown you that this operating system can be used on mobile phones also. So these applications are given for the mobile phone. So if you install Astra Linux on your mobile, then these applications will come to the foreground. So you will have on the main login, after you do the login to your mobile, that is you input the password, you will see all these applications on the front screen of your mobile. So dialer will be there, contacts, clock, SMS, sound record, all these things will be available there and you can directly start using your mobile phone. Now in the development section, the Qt creator is there. In accessories, you got the ARC, that is the archiver, file admin, ISO, file admin, repo, KJPG. So this is the JPG key manager for the KDE desktop. Midnight Commander is a file manager. They are given one additional file manager. Recoil is there, Vulture keyboard is an XCA is there. So we need to check some of these applications. So let me go back. Let us check out the contacts. So let us see. So this is the simple contacts that is available in any mobile phone. We will check out the mobile applications one by one. So this is the mobile clock. Timer trigger is available on mobile session. So this will not work on the desktop session. It will only work on the mobile session. Clock is done. Calculator is there. So this is, you can see the mobile, typical mobile calculator is there, simple one. You got the dialer. So this is the mobile dialer. Right now it won't work because this is a desktop we are working on. It requires a mobile to work. Then you have got the dialer also. So this is the dialer. But you can see how beautifully the mobile applications are scaling to the desktop resolution. So many times what happens is mobile applications have a problem with the desktop or laptop screen resolution, and they are not able to scale properly. But here you can see it, everything is scaling properly. So it is a well built system. It is well developed system. We need to congratulate the Astra Linux developers for creating such a beautiful Linux distribution, which is secure as well as functional, very stable. You can see everything is working perfectly. I don't see any issue. This is the GPS or the GLONASS. It is for the GPS function for the mobile phone. Then you got this music player for the mobile phone. I think this music player will work. I think, let us see. Yes, it is working. So this music player is working for the desktop also. It is meant for the mobile edition, but it is working for the desktop also. That is very nice. And you can see everything is looking neat and clean. There is no issue, no resolution, no cut, stretch, or any cut in the dialog boxes. Everything is properly displayed. There is no issue. There is no malfunction anywhere. The notes is there. This is the mobile notes application. The PDF viewer is there. I think this PDF viewer will work. Yes, it will work for both desktop and mobile. That's great. The weather app is there for the mobile. I think it will work here. Yes, it is working for the desktop also. So right now Mokba Nadi is in Moscow. So the Moscow temperature is 3 degrees right now. Sunrise is at 7:26 and sunset at 16:59. Afternoon temperature will be 7 degrees. Morning will be 8 degrees. Night it will be also 8 degrees. So you got some partially clouded skies with rains. Okay, that's great. There is sound recorder also. Yes, PDF, yes, SMS application is there. So this will only work on the mobile session, not work here. Then there is sound recorder also. Okay, so I will go. Yes, now it is opening up. So you can record or what? Let us check out. So it is not working here. Okay. Now we have already finished the development section also. It is a Qt creator. You can create application interfaces using Qt creator. Now in accessories section, let us check out. We already checked it in short. Now we will go. Let us check out the fly admin ISO. What is that? Let us. Okay, so this is a image writing solution or application. So you can choose any ISO image and choose the USB drive to write the image. Then it will write the image to the selected USB drive. So it is a this is what we say, a USB writer or image writer we can say. Okay. Then fly admin repo. What is that? I think it is a repo manager. Let us see. Open the repository. Let us see. No. Okay, let us check package add settings default. Okay. Show package version. Okay, so here you can see the repository URLs for the Astra Linux. So there are two repositories enabled. One is the repository URL i386 and the AMD64. So 32-bit architecture is already supported by default, and it is the support is on. So you can install the 32-bit applications here in Astra Linux as well as the 64-bit. So both support is there. So that's great. So you can use Astra Linux on 32-bit architecture hardware also. So I will now close this let us check out the KJPG. So you can generate key pairs for the JPG. You can import keys. So all possibilities are okay. Let us view. Show long key ID. Show trust expiration. Okay. So it is not showing any keys right now, but of course, definitely there will be keys in the store, JPG store. Show toolbar. Show long key IDs. Show details. Photo IDs, research list, refresh list. It is not showing right now anything. I will have to investigate how it works. I will close this right now. Now let us go, because we don't have that much time. In a short 15-20 or maybe at the most 30 minutes you have to do complete the review of any desktop, so we won't get that much time. Let us check out the virtual keyboard. So by clicking on the virtual keyboard in application menu, the link to the virtual keyboard appears here. So it is working perfectly. Yes, now we will check out what is XCA. Microsoft Universal Principal Name from file is already known. Okay, I think this is something X for the compatibility with the Microsoft. So it is a X certificate and key management software. So right now it is not working. Okay. Okay, so now it is a X certificate and key management software. So you can manage your private keys. You can manage certificate, signing request, certificates, templates and revocation list. Okay, so I think one thing is pending, that is recoil and the midnight commander. Okay, so indexing configuration, indexing schedule, start indexing now. So it is, I think, file indexing solution. Let us check. Yes, it is a indexing solution, so you can index. So yes, it can index any type of file in your system. So you can use it for a full text search also. You can search any keyword, any file that is available on your system. So it will search for that. First you have to do a full index of your system, and then you can use the search function to search any keyword or any file on available on your system. That's it. Now I will go over to the system. So there is fly terminal. So I think this is nothing but the console. No, they have modded the terminal and now it is called fly terminal. So it is a Astra Linux application now, and they have got the copyrights also. So they must have done a lot of tweaks to the common terminal application. Okay. You got the fly manager, fly TM that we already seen. So it is just like a Dolphin file manager, but they have done a lot of modifications on the file manager KD and made a new file manager called fly FM security policy. So you have to input your password. Okay, so this is a security management console. Lockout policy, user creation policy, groups administration policy, quota management, security options, system parameters. So this is just like the YAST. If you remember, YAST also has this security management console. So it is very similar to what is available in OpenSUSE YAST security management console. So if you use this, you will understand the YAST security management console, or if you already using the YAST security management console, you can easily manage this. Then you have got the Synaptic package manager. So it is nothing, it is a typical synaptic package manager. Yes, let us check out the version 0.84.2. so it is, you can see here the Debian symbol is there. So they have built this system on Debian. So Debian is known for the stability and security, and therefore the Astra Linux will be also stable and secure just like Debian on which it is based. Then you have got the Cups Job Viewer, device manager is there. Let us check out the device manager. So here you can see all the hardware that is functional on your system. I will close this. Then you have got find files function, fly admin, multi-sit. Let us check out what that is. So you have got only one card, adding sits is not possible. Okay, so if you have got multiple video cards, then you can add multiple users. Multi-sit. So there is only one card. So you can see there are two mouse profiles attached to the mouse device. There is one keyboard that is attached to the keyboard, and only one video card is there because I only got the integrated graphics card. I don't have a separate graphics card on this system. Okay, so this is nothing but configuration when you have multiple devices, say multiple graphics card, multiple sound cards, or multiple mouse and other peripherals. You can use this to configure them. So you can make one of the sound card or one of the video card as a default. Okay. Fly admin time. So here you can set the NTP systemd system times sync daemon, and you can select the server with which the time sync will occur. All this I am now getting the vibes of OpenSUSE. So OpenSUSE also provides all this functionality in their Linux distributions. So I am fantastic. I am now I'm proud of the system. I am just appreciating this system. Then flyadmin USB IP. Okay, so you need to install Linux tools, harden package and reboot system for correct work with the USB devices. So we can say yes. Let us see what happens. But of course we will not reboot. We can just apply and then, okay, let us see what happens. Okay, we will go ahead. So this USB IP will be nothing but a management tool to manage the USBs. Then fly run is there. Let us see what is fly run. Okay, so here you can enter the name of application you want to run or the URL you want to view. So it is nothing but a command runner. So I will close this. Now we will go ahead. Then we will go to gparted. So they have got this gparted application instead of the KD partition manager. They have got the gparted. Maybe they found gparted to be more suiting to the needs. So this is gparted instead of the KD partition manager. So I have to close this application. I will close this. Let us search for mark all upgrades. Let us see any upgrades are available or not. Or I will close this down. Let us do a update later on. Okay. Now the info center is there. So this is nothing but the KD info center. You can see here. Kernel version is 5.15.33 hardened, 64-bit. Astra Linux ORL 2.12.45, and this is the link to their website. So this is a typical KD information center. This device viewer, DMA channels, PCI slots, and PCI peripherals that are attached to PCI bus, Express bus, IO ports, IEEE firewire devices, USB devices, interrupts. So this is the interrupt information, network interfaces, graphical information, OpenGL and X server information. Then you have got the K system guard. Let us see how the memory management is going on. So you have got the process table. Let us check out the highest process that is being used. So Thunderbird is using the highest memory right now, 148 MB of shared memory and 188 MB of the RAM memory. So I will close the Thunderbird. We don't require the Thunderbird right now. So that will reduce the memory usage of the system. You can see here. Now the network manager applet is using the maximum RAM and shared memory, and K system guard itself is using 1% of CPU along with the XOR, which is also using a similar CPU percentage around 1%. Now system load, let us check out. So RAM usage is one of the lightest. I have never seen this much less RAM usage for a KD desktop. This is fantastic, I am telling you. And no Linux distro has this much memory usage for a KDE desktop. This is fantastic. Till that I was thinking Debian has the least memory usage for a KDE desktop, but this has even surpassed KDE desktop by almost half. Swap usage is 0, CPU usage you can see right now just 0% to 2%. That is also fantastic. It is even less than those LXD and LSQT desktops, I can say. It is matching the LXQT desktop in memory usage, but CPU usage is even less than LSQT desktop, I can tell you. Very fantastic. This is one of the best KDE desktops I have seen. It is even better than the Debian KDE desktop. Fantastic memory management. Then there is QBAT. What is QBAT? Let us check out. It is taking some time to open up. We will go ahead. Then there is session restore, session save, system integrity check, and a virtual machine manager. Let us check out the virtual machine manager. This virtual machine manager was installed because we had selected the virtualization tools to be installed during the installation phase. So this virtual machine manager has been installed. So it did not install the GNOME boxes, but it installed the virtual machine manager. So it is wiltmanager.org. Okay. Now I will close this. I will now go ahead. Let us check out the system integrity check. So this is also fantastic addition. So I have never used this earlier. I had done integrity verification in Windows, but not in Linux. So how they are doing in Linux, I don't know. Let us see what happens. No reports will be generated. Let us see what happens. Let it run in background, not an issue. And let us check out the tools. So check directory, you can add filters, you can view files with broken integrity, missing files, files with SS errors. So this is I think similar to the SFC, that is the system file checker, that is the system integrity checker in Windows. So this has got a similar functionality as the system files checker, that is the sfc.exe in Windows. Fantastic tools I am coming across. So we have completed the system. Now let us go in recent. So recent will show all the apps that we checked out in recently. Then this is the control center. Okay, so in control center you have got the font manager. Let us check out the font manager. So of all font families, lot of them are installed, and all are popular font families from the Noto series, Liberation. Then you have got this PT series, Roboto, everything is installed. Tahoma, Roboto, everything, all the popular fonts are there, I can see, and some Indian fonts are also there available. So that's great. Gujarati, Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Bengali, and Devanagari is there. So that's great. Fly hotkeys editor. So you can specify the hotkeys. You can configure the hotkeys from here. You can do settings for the taskbar, for the desktop icons, keyboards, pager, paging, search panel, Menu rearrangement. What is rearrangement? Okay, so rearrangement of windows. So this is hotkey. You can specify hotkey for different functionalities of windows, dialog boxes and everything. All those things can be done here. Settings, window placement settings. You can specify some hotkeys for the those. Snapping of windows, also expanding windows, moving taskbar. Great. Window focus, also you can specify a hotkey to modify the window focus. Window manager, also you can specify some hotkeys, and for the command key bindings you can do it from here. That's great. This is the default key bindings already done with the system. I am now becoming a big fan of Astra Linux, one of the best Linux distributions I can see. It is just like OpenSUSE. It is best, and it has got the stability of Debian, and I think Debian is quite good in releasing the this security patches and application patches. So that is another plus point for Astra Linux. So whenever the Debian will release the patches, they also will release the patches. So it will be available in Astra Linux. Plus, Astra Linux developers will also release certain patches for their applications developed by them also. So you got the double benefit. Now this is the mouse settings: right-handed, left-handed mouse, advanced settings, pointer acceleration, pointer threshold, keyboard navigation, everything is there. Now these are the screen settings. The gamma setting, we already seen how to change the resolution here. It is typical screen settings app, and you can start with session management here. You can exit dialog, confirm dialog, session, when start with empty session, or you can load a older session that was saved last time, and you can specify applications to be excluded from sessions. You can do remote commands to start the session. You can specify the remote users. Yes, now the theme editor. Let us check out, or we will check out the themes later. What to do? Let us do it later. Let us first check out all the applications. Yes. So this is the touchpad functionality management. So you can manage your touchpad functionality from here: tab, scrolling, pointer motion, sensitivity, all other things. You can, there is a testing area to test out the touchpad sensitivity and functionality. Okay, I will close this. Windows properties. So I think yes, you can specify the specify and configure Windows properties. So the dialog boxes and different, just like the YAD, that is yard settings, available in some of the Linux distros like Nobara. You can specify here. Sparky Linux also, there was a yard configurator, so it is similar in functionality. Okay, so now the integrity verification has completed. It was running in background. Total files 1,49,843 were checked. All the files were without error. There were no modified files, no missing files, files with open error, no files with read error, no, zero. So everything is perfectly working fine since this is a new setup. But after a certain period of time, some files might be modified, go missing. There will be some errors in the file. So this is a great tool, great addition to the Linux distribution. Then there is this fly menu editor, so you can specify which applications will appear in the fly menu or which will not appear, or you can rearrange the this groups of application also from here. You can just, I think, pull down or pull up. Yes, it is. You can even do the nesting of the applications groups here. That's great. You can cut, join, everything is possible here. You can add new application groups. You can remove the application groups from here. So that is great functionality. And this is the fly toolbar. So you can specify some application that will appear in the toolbar at the bottom. So here you can see, you can add new entries, you can add new folder. So folder can have multiple entries. Okay, then this fly orientation is there. Let us check out the fly orientation. It is not happening. Keyboard layout, let us check out. So right now English and Russian is there. Maybe they got the Indian edition also. Yes, the Indian is there, so we can specify the Indian. So you can add further keyboards here. I will not waste much time because we have other things to check out. This anybody can do it. I will close this down. Okay, now let us come back to the Fly theme editor. So right now the Fly default wallpaper is there. So can we change the default Fly wallpaper? Let us see what happens. Okay, so there are, I think, some logo code. Okay, we can, this is the logo file. We will go for the wallpaper files. Only one wallpaper is there. We are sorry. And the logos, different logos are there. Let us see what happens. Okay, so this logo is changing. So there is a separate file for the logo. If you want, you can see it here. The logo is changing. Now let us go with the logo back. Let us see what happens. So it is remaining the same. Go with the red logo. Okay, so this is changing. I will go with this logo. Yes, all other things let us check out. It is white. I will go with this red logo. I like it very much. Yes, this is looking very nice. So that's it. Then in the themes, let us see. The cursors are right now Advaita. We can go with any other cursor. Two cursors are there in Advaita. No, only one cursor is there. Let us check out this one. Let us apply. Yes, it is changing now. So I will not go with this large. We will go with the Windows 81 NS. This is better. Yes, now this is better. Icons, Astra flat is there. Let us go with the Fly Astra modern. Let us see what happens. Okay. Okay, so right now there is not immediate change in the icons, system icons, but I think restart will do the trick. We can go with the Advaita also. Let us see what happens. Yes, now it is changing. You can see. It will change in some time. It will, yes, now it has changed here. You can see the Advaita icons are appearing for the LibreOffice suite. This is also changed. You can see the Firefox web browser icon has changed to the plain one. That is the Advaita icon set. We can go with the Fly Astra one. Let us check what happens. Yes, so this is another one. I didn't like this. Let us check out in the office. This one is not that good. We can go with Fly Astra. Let us see what happens. Yes, this was the one earlier, I think. Firefox PSI. No, this was even not the one. I remember the PSI icon, it was different. Maybe this was the flat one that had been applied. Yes, this was the default cursor icon theme. So we will keep with the default icon theme. Now I will close this, and you can import and export the theme settings. That is great addition, and you can restore the theme settings also. On screensaver also you can go and configure the screen locker and screensaver. There is no way to do the screensaver, but screen locker is available. Functionality for screen locker, power management. Maybe it is there in power management. Locker settings. No, it is not there in power management. I will cancel this. So there is no way to change the screensaver, and you can do the settings for the Windows effects and other settings for the taskbar delay, for the menus, everything, all this. And then this composite manager also, you can configure it by first enabling it, and then you can do the setting for the transparency of Windows. Let us apply this. What happens? Let us see. So right now it won't happen because it's just an integrated graphics card I have got, so it doesn't have that much power, and also this is right now running as a virtual machine, so it will be difficult to have all those desktop effects seen here. So I will now cancel this. Yes, something was pending. Yes, sound also you can configure. You can configure the system sounds here, and there is theme also. Sitar theme is there. Use sounds in the window manager. So let us see what happens. So we have selected the sitar theme. So whenever I will open anything, it should. So it is not working, maybe because it is virtual machine. That's why. But it should work when you install on your bare metal. And this is the settings for the program windows. So the different program windows, you can set the GUI style. Right now it is breeze, but you can change it to fly plastic. This is nothing but the KDE plastic theme. So they have modded the KDE plastic theme, and there is separate plastic theme for the tablet also. Then there is this clean looks motif and plastic. So these themes are available in OpenBox. So they have used the OpenBox themes here also. That's great. Let us try what happens. Yes, now you can see the window top bar has changed. We can go with plastic also. Let us apply. Yes, it is working. You can immediately see it here. Motif, let us try. Yes, it is working. Okay, so I will go with the default one, that is the breeze. I think breeze was the default one. Everything is working. So with this, I think let me check once. I think we have completed all. Yes, one thing is pending. We will open the console. Console is there? No, console is not there. We'll go and open the console. Yes, fly terminal is there. Let us try to do an update. So let us type sudo apt update. Let us see if the update works or not. This will show the different repositories that are enabled. So only one repository is there. All packages are up to date. So this sudo apt update is working. So this is a update command for Debian based Linux distribution. So that works here in Astra Linux. So it is another confirmation that based on Debian Linux. So I will close this down. Let us try to do a sudo upgrade. Let us see what happens. So nothing is to be upgraded. Everything is latest. Okay, so with this, I think we will, or maybe we want to check out the wallpapers were there or not. No, wallpapers were not there. Only one wallpaper is there. So there is nothing to check in wallpapers. So with this, I stop the video here. This is one of the best Linux distributions we have tried in last few months. So it is quite stable. It has got security patches. It is security oriented. There are many special applications for doing the system configuration, just like in OpenSUSE, and it is very security friendly, and it is security focused Linux distribution. So you can use this Linux distribution for the privacy. You can use it on your system. It is quite safe. The special edition of Astra Linux is not available for download. It is, I think, a paid version, and it must be, you must express your interest to the Astra Linux team, then maybe they will provide you with the trials, but it is not available freely available for downloads, and it must be a paid version. So anyway, this common version is equally good, and it is available for day-to-day usage. The Astra Linux special edition will be available with some more security, and some there will be 3 security layers that we will say Oriole, Voronezh, and the Smolensk. This edition of Astra Linux is not available with 3 security levels. There is only 1 security level, but it is good enough for the general users. So with this, I will stop here. We will include this Linux in our recommended Linux list. Definitely it is recommended. It is one of the best Linux distributions I have checked out in a while. See you in the next video. Bye.